And he said, "The Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law, and he must be killed and on the third day be raised to life." Then he said to them all, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit their very self?"
We really dislike thinking and talking about suffering. Often we get frustrated when we must give something up. Therefore, in the first days of Lent, we will analyze a certain paradox. In the Gospel according to St. Luke, Jesus speaks of the impending suffering, rejection, death, and resurrection. The Messiah speaks here of himself, but on a different scale. Isn't this also a prophecy of life's path for each of us? Why are we encouraged to deny ourselves? Denying oneself? It sounds like the title of a best-selling self-help book that promises happiness through emotional minimalism. And yet, Jesus is speaking of something much deeper. It is not a call to abandon everything we own, but to reevaluate our attitude, to nurture only what truly matters. In a world where success is often measured by diplomas and material gains, Jesus reminds us that true value does not lie in what we can accumulate, but in what we can offer. Daily undertaking the duty and burden of fulfilling God's will is like putting on glasses through which we see the world not in terms of what I can gain, but in colors of what I can give. Isn't this the essence of true freedom? It's not about running away from responsibility, but about consciously accepting it. Anyone who wants to avoid this will lose their soul. Doesn't this remind us of the well-known maxim, "Who does not risk, does not drink champagne"? Except, in a light version, the bubbles in the drink have a spiritual dimension. Jesus speaks here of the greatest risk we can take, the risk of completely entrusting ourselves to God's hands. This risk, paradoxically, does not lead to loss, but to the greatest of gains, salvation for our soul. It's worth mentioning a similar message found in the first chapter of the book of Job. "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job, who lost everything he had, eventually gained more than he could imagine. His story is a powerful reminder that true blessing and satisfaction do not depend on external circumstances, but on our relationship with God. For if God is with us and in us, then who can be against us? In today's world, where it's so easy to succumb to the temptation of constantly striving for more and better, Jesus' words are a reminder that the path to true freedom and happiness lies through intelligent resignation. It's not about giving up on dreams, but on selfish desires that pull us away from God and properly understood morality. I'll also return to yesterday's Bible passage with a reminder. "But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, so that your fasting may not be seen by others." To me, this means get it together and smile. Maintain your poise not just when you fast, but at every moment of your life. Renouncing weakness or sin does not have to be in an atmosphere of billboard lamentation and sour faces. I invite you to reflect. What can we do to open ourselves even more to God's will? How can we carry our cross daily, remembering that every resignation from something less important is a step towards something ultimately much more valuable? Let's follow in the footsteps of Christ, not fearing renunciations. because it is precisely they that open the doors to true freedom and joy for us. May God bless us all. Amen.